Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Maccabee from GMS, Colorado. I want to do this lesson that was, it was on my spirit to do this lesson after I finished watching one of Elder Ramlab's most recent videos. Just speaking on, the chastening of the men of the Lord that brothers have to go through. But first and foremost, I want to speak on, I want to say all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. All right. I want to say double honors unto the elders of GMS who taught us this word, who taught us the correct way to study and read and understand the word. They are the true elders of all of Israel, whether you can accept that or not. I want to say shalom to all the Akim who are out there pushing this truth and sincerity and with clarity, all right, and sincerely throughout the four corners of the world. Shalom to you, Akim, okay? May you endure and continue to do the works. All right, I'm going to start in Hebrews 12:5, and I'll start there. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despiseth not thou chastening of the Yahweh, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. All right. For whom the Yahweh loveth, he chasteneth and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. All right. If ye endure chastening, Yahweh dwelleth with you as with sons. For what sons is whom the Father chasteneth not? All right. But if ye without chastenment, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. All right. So basically, meaning, man, that let's see if I really virtually, man, what the scripture's saying there. All right, is if the Lord is chastening you, man, if you're going through strife in this life, and as an Israelite man, it's just one of the curses, man. You can't avoid these curses. You're going to deal with strife. All right, it's how you deal with that strife that determines whether the Lord is dealing with you or not. And we're about to go through some perilous times, and the point of the chastening is to make us hard, man. Like the elder makes mention of, to make you hard as steel, because you're gonna need to be hard as steel to get through what's coming, man. We've spoken on it multiple times as to, you can read Matthew 24, Daniel 7, the list goes on. Mark 13. There's multiple mentions of what the end is going to be like, man, throughout the scripture, and it's not going to be pretty, man. The petty things that we bitch and moan about now, whether it be the money's low, or maybe you don't have a car, or you don't have a woman, can't find a woman, or whatever it may be, man. The list goes on with what Jake's struggles are, man. And the Lord is afflicting you with these things, and afflicting all of Israel, really. But, more or less, the men of the Lord are the ones who are going to come out, from after being chastened and be, as steel is, man. Hardened by these little petty things aren't going to bother you, because you're going to have dealt with so much in life. And if you don't notice yourself getting, harder and harder, and you're dull to the world, and the things that happen that are crazy, that normally you may have felt some type of way about, you just don't even give a shit anymore. That's the Lord making you hard, man. All right. There's a reason. Hold on, I'm trying my screen. Why won't it let me? Salakia, brothers, bear with me. Okay, it should be working now. Salakia. I'm gonna jump to, just to kind of give an example, because Job was going through great chastisement, man. If you've read the book, Was this the one I was looking for? Was it this one? Con. So Job was going through this great tribulation, man, this great chastisement from the Lord that was literally the Lord allowed, the spiritual Satan, man, to fuck his world up, man. And Job lost money, lost children. He was losing everything left and right, man. His life was in shambles, man. Okay. And what does he turn around and say? It's the same thing that, the same spirit we need to be in. When you're going through some shit, man, you don't need to act bitch about some shit, man. Just, call on the Lord, man. Call on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to lift the burden off you, man. You'd be surprised what you can get through when you ask the Lord for strength, man. He also shall be my salvation, for in a hypocrite shall not came before him. Hear diligently my speech and my declaration with your ears. Behold, I have ordered my cause. Know that I shall be justified. Who is he that will plead with me? For now, if I hold my tongue, I shall give up the ghost. What's that on that? I really wanted to stop at 18. That was more or less my point. I read one of extra verse. But we are going to be justified, man. You're gonna be rewarded for dealing with this chastisement. All right, that's really my main point of what I wanted to say. Let me go to just to kind of lift brothers up a little bit. Didn't quite go where I wanted it to. Salakia. Oh, I remember now. Salakia. Let me go to John 12 and 25. All right. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it until life eternal. Okay? He who hateth, Salakia, let me read it again. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal. All right? And Salakia. And the Lord pretty much lets you know right there, man, that there's nothing in this world that you really need to be overly concerned and loving about, man. Loving your life in this world is not going to benefit you. You're not going to virtually, you're just not going to be a happy camper, man, when it comes down to it, because you're going to lose things. You're going to lose women. You're going to lose you're going to lose jobs, you're going to lose money, you're going to lose status, you're going to lose credit, whatever it may be, man. You're going to lose friends, you're going to lose family members, you're going to lose a lot. But when you hate your life in this world, because we are not of this world, as the Lord makes mention of as well, okay? When you're not worried about it, the game changes a little bit, and you become numb to this shit, man. All right? Let me see if did I bring this out? Con. He that believe Salakia. Let's see. Con. In the last day, the great day of the feast, Jesus said, or Salakia, Yahweh Shai said and cried, saying, if any man thirst, let him come unto me and drink. All right. He that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow living waters. So those living waters, man, represent you being able to receive this truth, man. All right, to have the wisdom to understand that the chastening is good for you. So I'm going to get to that point as well a little later. Lord willing, this video isn't incredibly long. I'm trying to kind of get through it with some amount of quickness. I know that Jake don't have a long attention span, so I'm trying to make it short and sweet. Salakia. Let's see. This was just the point, man, to know that, was this what I wanted? Yeah, I think so. Maybe I think I was looking for this one first. I'll go back to that, though. Okay. Oh, faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. All right? This generation, man, that we live in is trash, man. It has to go. Okay? And 2/3 of our nation have to go. And the Lord chose a specific, allotted, select men, as the elder also made mention of in his video, that were chosen from the beginning, man. All right? That were chosen from the very beginning to be the men who were going to push this truth from, the time of Genesis to now. The same spirits, man, are the prophets back in the flesh, man. Returning, which is my next point, Salakia, where I was at before. Verily, verily, I say unto you, Salakia, and Yahweh said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his holy glory, ye shall also sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And that just goes to show you right there that you're going to see, that you have seen the majority of spirits and all spirits have seen life multiple times, man. The regeneration. It's clear in the Bible that regeneration is a real thing. And everyone that hath forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or fathers, and what were we talking about? All the things you're going to lose, or mothers or wife or children or lands, for my name's sake shall receive an 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and many that are last shall be, and the last shall be first, man. It's clear as day. Okay? You shouldn't have no confusion now as to, why you shouldn't be worried about the things that, maybe the average individual worries about on a regular basis in life, because you're going to get not only the things that you had in life, but tenfold, man, 100-fold. The Lord's going to reward you 100-fold for enduring this chastisement, this time of captivity, because, we were still in Esau's captivity. Job 9:24, the land is given into the hand of the wicked, all right? And they're still in rulership, but their rulership is coming to an end, which is why it's important to get this in your head, to be able to understand and at least have the wisdom to know that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is close at hand, and endure this sufferment, man. Endure, because it's going to seem like a bad dream, man. You're going to wake up out of this and be in the kingdom, and this is going to seem like a bad dream, all right? This experience that we've had on this side, you won't even recognize it, man. The kingdom going to be so much better than this, man. Why would you want to be here anyway? All right? Let's see. This is here for just to kind of I'll read the scripture here. This is Luke 17:20. All right. And when he was demanded of the Pharisees when the kingdom of Yahweh should come, he answered them and said, the kingdom of Yahweh cometh not with observation. Salakia. Neither shall they say, lo here or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of Yahweh is within you. And he said unto the disciples, the day will come when ye shall desire to see the days of the Son of Man, and ye shall not see it. Okay? And they shall you say, see here, or see there, go not after them, nor follow them. For as lightning that lighteth out of one part under heaven shineth unto the other part of heaven, so shall the Son of Man be in this day. But first he must suffer many things and be rejected of this generation. And he was rejected then, and you niggas is gonna reject, you 2/3 scoffing ass niggas. You gonna reject the Lord again when he returns, man. You gonna reject Yahweh Shai, man. Again, the same generation. You niggas is getting ready to see it. Okay, you back in that regeneration, here to watch who the men of the Lord be totally revealed, and to see the translation from one kingdom to another, man. All right, and essentially take your punishment. They did eat and they drank and they married wives, and they have given into marriage unto that day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat and they drank and they bought and they sold and they planted and they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. All right. Basically, the point being, man, like, matter of fact, I read down a little further. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed, and in that day which he which shall be upon the housetops, and his stuff in the house and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. He that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. Remember Lot's wife. And if you do remember Lot's wife, you know, she got destroyed, man. Okay? She got destroyed for looking back. That's why you gotta, man, it's time to hunker down, you know, get deep in these scriptures, because the Lord is coming back and he's about to turn the tide, man, and take Jake the hell up out of Babylon, and this place is going to suffer great destruction. So endure the suffering, all right? Endure the suffering. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. All right? Don't worry about these things, man. Only the Lord knows what's going to happen. Some of us are going to have to give up the life to preserve life, man. You shouldn't be worried about it. You're going to still get rewarded, man. All right? If you are a real man of the Lord, if you have the wisdom and understanding to know that, there ain't nothing better to die for. In all honesty, it would be an honor to die in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. And you should look at it like that, you know. You should really believe in that, man. Let's see. What was I? Oh yeah, here we go. Let's go to I'm not gonna bring that one out, but that is a code scripture, Daniel 7:8, describing Yahweh Shai is coming on a chariot. Yeah, here. Actually, why not? Let's go back to that. Salakia. I'll read it out. Oh, I didn't want Psalms. I meant, but also a good script. Bear with me 1 second. Salakia. All right. Daniel 7:8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were three, and the first horn plucked up by the root. All right, and if you don't understand what's being spoken of in this, there's actually an excellent breakdown video you can watch that the others have done that really actually helped me a lot. Learn to how to understand the scripture if I'm not describing it to the absolute T, the way that the elder did in his video. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow. Oh, Salakia. Did I read about? I think I skipped a line or two. In this horn were eyes like the eyes of men, and the mouth speaking great things. Okay, down to 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and his hairs, Salakia, and the hair of his head like pure wool. Okay, his throne was like a fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. All right, think about it for a minute and kind of put that in the back of your mind as to what that would look like. All right, and then you see the chariots, man. All right, this makes sense. A fiery stream issued, came forth from before him. Thousands and thousands ministered unto him. Tens and tens of thousands stood before him. The judgment was set, and their books were open. All right, there's a lot. There's more just to read on that, but I'm going to jump over now to, because we teach this in the streets, that the Lord is going to come back on the chariot of fire, being that the chariots of the Lord are going to return, and they're going to look like what's called so-called UFOs. And people clown and make jokes and laugh all the time. Well, to 64, this Psalm 64 and 8, and it says, so they shall make their tongues fall upon themselves, and all that see them shall flee away. And this, all the men shall fear and shall declare the work of Yahweh, for they shall wisely consider of his doing, and the righteous shall be glad in Yahweh and shall trust in him, and all upright in heart shall glory. So we're gonna triumph over you scoffers, man. We don't care that you have a candid ability to scoff anyway, man, because we getting the hell out of here, man. And this is kind of starting to run a little long, so I'm gonna cut this one short. Not necessarily short, because this is rather long, but I'm gonna wrap this one up, and I will do a part 2 to this video. Let me first and foremost say, at the end here, I want to say all praises unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, all right, Thawadah, and Shalom to the elders. All honor and glory. Salakia. My video, I thought it had froze up for a minute, but it didn't freeze. All right, like I was saying, I want to say all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, I want to give double honors unto the elders of GMS who taught me this word in truth and sincerity. I want to say shalom to all the brothers who are out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity around the four corners. All right, shalom, Akim.